as they will send this one away. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We got three, fellas. Here we go now. Gun.
On first down, it's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
Second down now after the pass completion. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Lynch surveying the field. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Cameron Jordan is now one of those versatile defensive linemen as you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Green, 39.
Lynch here off the bootleg. And that is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They come out here in the eye. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The headshots here are the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Ingram again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Von Miller is so good that he doesn't even need a nickname. His ability to bend and dip on the pass rush, unequaled in this league.
Breeze now. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And this one complete to Virgil Green. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll try to sneak with Lynch. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Leopard, back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 31 yards.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So they're operating in the red zone. In the backfield is Anderson. 5 yards to go for the offense. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's got room. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
In this era in the NFL, when all we talk about is offense, I feel like the pendulum may be swinging back towards defense, especially in Denver. I mean, they could not have been more dominant at the end of 2015 and won a Super Bowl. And there's been no drop-off in 2016.
And they've been clicking a little bit on offense. Simeon coming around. Here we go. Could be another Denver run deep in the playoffs.
How do you block Von Miller? Well, you really don't. DeMarcus Ware is out with injury now. But how about Shane Ray? They invested a first-round pick in him last year, and he's playing awfully well. 3 sacks so far.
They go again with Hightower. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down after a good gain. 27 yards on the gain there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And that is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And did it get there? Yes. Boy, he didn't get much of that at all. He tucked it just between the crossbar and the left upright. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They start the drive with Anderson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 64 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, in week 3, there were a lot of great plays, diving catches, but certainly the smartest play came from a Stanford man, Ty Montgomery, in the game that you called up at Lambeau.
Of course it'd be a Stanford guy, right? Kickoff return, it bounced in the end zone and then back into the field of play, and he knew he was in trouble right there. So he goes to the sideline, puts his feet out of bounds, and possesses the football because he knew at that point that would mean the kickoff was technically out of bounds, and the ball would come out to the 40-yard line for his offense. Very heady play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
As they begin this series on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. In the backfield is Anderson. Lynch here off the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Given 14 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
I guess you don't wear a Super Bowl ring without taking some chances. Gary Kubiak going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Lynch. And it is incomplete. Well, let's switch gears for a second, Charles, because after this last week, social media was all abuzz about Terrell Pryor. He did everything for Cleveland. He caught a pass. He threw a pass. He rushed the football. He even played safety.
And I think that not just social media having a ball with this one, because he's a throwback. It was that type of a day. How about the buzz that has to be going throughout the league with the players? because there are a number of guys now going to their coaches saying, you know something, I can do all those things Pryor can do. Let me have a chance.
I think he even flew the chartered flight home from Miami. I mean, he did everything in that game.
Contact. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Ware. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And now a first down following that long gain. On first down, Breeze. He's got time in the pocket. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Red zone opportunity. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Caught right side. It's Snead. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. It's complete to Flainer. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kobe Flainer in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. So they're going to go for 2. And first, we're going to get a timeout as the defense will talk this over. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to run with Ingram, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out here in the eye. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, Ingram across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. They snap it at 1. Now it's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 30 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. And there's a nice completion to Coby Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
Yeah, he had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. Brees now on first down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Brees. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, they'll throw with Brees. It's caught by Coleman. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Ware in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Brees now. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Coby Fleener, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints are back within a score. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Brees hands to Ingram. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Fighting him off.
Ran right through the trash.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Let's go!
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, You got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Green, touch it now, Barney, Barney! No, check, Patriot! Detroit!
On second down, here's Lynch. And Green with a catch left side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd.
Let's go! Boom! Detroit!
Now it's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They pitch it out to Anderson. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. Oh, no, he lost the football. They find some open field here. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
No. Check. Patriot.
Lynch here off the bootleg. And nearly picked off there. And it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd down, Lynch. And now another one thrown incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
Here we go. Lynch on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He's got time. That's caught. It's Thomas. That one goes for 24 yards.
A really nice read by the offense. They caught the defense not covering the middle of the field, went to the post route, and found the receiver wide open for a nice gain.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that?
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. Time for a break. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Breeze. It's caught left side by Cooks. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 79 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos, and even 60 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Lynch looking to throw on second. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Throwing, Lynch. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
All right, Charles, so you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.